Hey YouTube, welcome or welcome back. I'm Soulful Muse and I'm here with another mod and override video for you. So today's topic is going to be pertaining to food. I do have an individual that you did see in the last mod tutorial. This is my typist, Savannah Harlow. She is actually one of two Sims that will be demonstrating how to use these mods and overrides. She does have a sister named Roxanne that is the second person who is going to be helping out in this video. They are actually a part of my Willow Creek save file. It's kind of like a southern based New Orleans style type save file, and I did find that it was appropriate to just go ahead and have them throw a dinner party, so you'll definitely see how the mods work for sure, especially the food. Now this is Roxanne. She is the individual that I will start off with testing out some of these mods. And yes, I know that there is a different look, especially to Savannah. These two are the individuals that I actually use to figure out what type of aesthetic I may want for some of my Sims. So they're literally my tester Sims. World testers, creating different worlds, different lots, things like that, different styles, different jobs, or try out different jobs. These are my go-tos for now. For now, and until I figure out if I want to build a story around them. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with the first mod. So we're going to kick this review off with the eRosetta functional desktop water dispenser. It's a simple mod that, if you watch my last review where I showcased the thirst mod by Zero, then this is what you would want, so that way your sim doesn't go to the sink and end up getting any sort of water. So it's definitely something you would want to add to your mods folder. And I know it looks a mess right now. Listen, I had a glitch where she kept on going into the bathtub every single time she was drinking water, and I got tired of it. And maybe after 7 to 8 takes, I finally got her to stop doing it. That's that on this mod, so let's go to the next one. So if you have the basemental mod, which you should have in order to be able to use this, then there are probably 5 different add-ons to this particular mod that you can end up getting. So there's champagne, there's martinis, there's, I believe the soda automatically comes along with it, and there's rum, vodka, all that good stuff, and you'll be able to actually serve it on this tray. So I'm just kind of having her pick up a little bit, so just give me a second. I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit. Alright, so we go to serve drinks, we click on it, go to serve drinks, and then as I mentioned, you got the martini, you got the champagne. These are how the martinis look though. So you have the risotto, you have the champagne, you have dry champagne, rosé, dry champagne with strawberries that you can choose from. You got cocktails that actually adds different moodlets for your Sims. So it's definitely something that you would want to end up possibly looking into, especially if your Sims are going on a date, or if you have some Sim couples and you just wanted them to celebrate whatever, then this is something that you can have them use. Or if they're hosting a party, then this is definitely something you would want to use. There are various drinks that actually house the eggnog, the rum, the vodka, and I'm just going to go back to cocktails and I'm going to show y'all how this looks. So I'm going to go to my favorite drink. This is the Blue Hawaiian. So whenever she's able to serve it, I'm just going to go ahead and follow her. Alright, so this is how the Blue Hawaiian looks. Now you do have the option to download the effects pack to have it to where any sort of drinks that you set down have effects. That is something that you could do. This also does give you a flirty moodlet and a ambrosial beverage buff. So drinks this good are what life is all about. Now, that's pretty much it on this one. Let's go ahead and go over to the next one. So this next one, I am going to enlist the help of her sister, Savannah. So this is the flaming shots with a shots holder. It is by Solmic and Savrinka. I'm sorry, I was trying to remember. So there are several different shots that you can end up getting. There are the cloud shots. Put down the various shots though, so as you can see, this is how it looks. It automatically comes with this effect. It does give you a buff. It is the warm sipping, I believe, buff that you end up getting. So this is how it looks. I don't know why Savannah's walking like that. Why did she put it on the floor? Oh no. Oh no. So I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see that, and we're just we're just gonna go over to the next one that I wanted to show y'all. I really wanted to kind of get into this sake though. So I'm gonna have her come over here, back over to this area. And this is the sake. You can choose between white or black sake. You have the option to get it in a gift box. If you have the order at a bar mod that is also by SNS, then you can order these drinks at a bar. You get different interactions where you can serve it with a group. But I had her put the sake down, and this is how it looks when you drinking the sake. And I'm just going to go ahead and have her drink it. You do get a confident moodlet, and it does give you a strong enough beverage buff. The first sip of sake always brings some excitement to people's taste buds, but with each subsequent sip will leave a lasting aftertaste. Or I'm sorry, but each subsequent sip will leave a lasting aftertaste. It does also make your sim feel confident, so there is the confident moodlet. That's really how this one actually works. So we'll go ahead and go over to the next one. So this next one is one of my all-time favorites. This is the functional tea and coffee tray by SNS. So I'm just going to demonstrate how it works. You have 3 options to choose from. You have tea, coffee, cocoa. So on cocoa, you have hot chocolate with marshmallows, hot cocoa with marshmallows and cinnamon. Now I'm just going to kind of have her kind of go with a palate cleanser. So let's go over to coffee. Oh, so you see you got dark roast, light roast, medium roast. I'm not gonna have her choose coffee, so I'm just gonna go here. Let's go to tea. So you got hibiscus, oolong, builder's tea. You got tea with milk. You have pitch black, but I'm gonna have her choose the tea with lemon and rose hips. So let me go ahead and have her drink this. And you do get a moodlet as well. I believe it's the focus moodlet that you get, and whatever the name of the tea is, or whatever category it could actually fall on, is what the buff is. So that's how this one works. I believe that is it. Well, actually no, because the next ones are going to be appliances. So that's how most of the trays works. So let's go to the next one. So this next one, I'm going to have Roxanne come into the kitchen for. If we click on the refrigerator, then there is an option to buy. And this only comes in handy when you have the functional beer mod by SNS. So with it, you have alcohol, bento case you can choose from. There is also a cookbook that you can get the same feature from, where you can end up drinking a bottle from the refrigerator, and just an assortment of things as well as cooking, but that's really with a cookbook. So I'm just going to showcase right now how the beer option works. So let me go back to the refrigerator, because I know even if I have her get it through the cookbook, she's going to go through the refrigerator. So I'm going to have her click on alcohol. As you see, you have different ones that you can choose from, but I'm going to have her pick the first one. So let me have her come in here, and this is how it looks. So let me just go back. Let me go back to buy mode. I'm just gonna have her put that up real fast. Oh, not you getting dazed in the middle of a tutorial or a overview. Now, as you can see, I do have some dinner party tables out right now, because I'm gonna have them have the party. Eventually I'm gonna have everything just lined up, but I'm gonna have her just enjoy a drink with her sister right now. So I'm just gonna have her call her to the table. So this is how this one actually works. And she's just sitting down, she's just enjoying the beverage. I do believe that there is a buff that you end up getting with this as well. I think it kind of falls in line with any of the basemental buffs. But this is how this one works. And right now she's dazed. So, oh no. Oh yeah, she's messed up. Oh, she's really messed up. Not her looking out of it right now. Oh goodness, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and let Roxanne sleep a little bit of this alcohol off. In the meantime, I'm gonna let Savannah take over for the next couple of mods and overrides that I have. I did also want to mention that in terms of the seasoning, there is a seasoning override that I use. It's by Anna Sims, and there is also one by QMBB, which I will link in the description, so definitely keep an eye out for that. So in the meantime, let's get ready for the next mod. The next one is going to be the shaked cocktails and bottles. So this is by SNS, so Somic and Severinka. So all you're gonna do is just go to buy and click on the fridge, go to buy, and then it's gonna end up being over by drink a bottle, and then there's different ones you can choose from. You can end up choosing from beer, you can end up choosing daiquiris, you can end up choosing martinis. It's basically all the alcohol but in a bottle form. So I'm gonna have her choose the absinthe. I think that's how you say it. And I'm just going to have her interact with it. Now you do get a buff from this. It is the wonderful Bubbles, a delicious drink for a sweet tooth. And that's pretty much how it looks. That's pretty much what it does. So I'm wondering if you can actually get that from the cookbook. I do believe you can. Your sim is just going to end up going to the refrigerator to get it. So that's definitely something that you can end up having your sim partake in if you just wanted it in the form of a bottle instead of it just being on a tray. I'm just going to speed it up right now, and I'd say we can go ahead and just go to the next couple of ones, and then hopefully whenever Roxanne wakes up, she can rejoin us for the rest. So this next one is actually going to be by QMBB. This is the sandwich maker. So there's different variations that the tin comes in, but you're going to click on make sandwich. You have smoked salmon, you have ham, turkey, and cheese lettuce wraps, you have bacon and pesto, you have, so wraps and sandwiches is what you can end up choosing from. So for her, I'm just going to have her make a turkey club sandwich right now. And also, you do see that it's very affordable. It can be $6. So if you wanted to just really stay within the realm of realism and not have to deal with too much inflation, because I know that for some mods it could cost a lot of money just to make a simple meal, then this is definitely something that you want to have, especially if you're doing a challenge that includes just being money conscious. So this is something to consider. And then also in terms of installing this mod, you have to have realistic groceries, and make sure that when you are putting any sort of QMBBs mods into your mods folder that you are taking out, I think it's Mac OS X. I'll put it into the title, but this is how it looks when it's completed. You do end up getting a gourmand buff as well. So I'm just gonna have her go sit down and enjoy it, and then we will end up going to the next mod. This next mod is actually by Oni. It is Oni's recipe pack. So I'm just going to put this away. So this is Oni's recipe pack. And I think all I really have is just the breakfast items. I'm just going to cheat her need real fast. Give me a second. So I'm just going to have her click on the grocery bag, and it's going to give me a prompt of things that she could cook. So she can cook desserts, she can cook meals. And right now I'm just gonna go ahead and have her, because there is eggs and toast that she can end up making, but I'm gonna have her choose the first option and just go ahead and cook it, so that way you guys can see how it looks. And we will definitely go to the next one. And I believe that the mod, well, not the mod, but the buff that this gives is refined palate. I think that's what it is. But I'm just gonna go ahead and have her come into the kitchen real fast once she's done doing the dishes, and just have her interact with the refrigerator actually. So let me just go ahead and have her show y'all how this is all done. Why is there a smoothie on the floor? God.
Revuda.
Okay, I don't think it's done yet. It shouldn't be, at least. So let me go ahead and click on it real fast. Why does it say clean up? So is it done? Cook with. No, I don't want to do that. So she's okay. Let me see. Okay, and then she is also just interacting with Somic and Sevrinka's fruits and vegetables. So she just ate a green apple, I guess, while she's waiting. So, okay. So this is how it looks served. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her sit down and eat it. And then I guess we could just end up going over to the next one. But this is how it looks. This is how it looks. So we can go ahead and go over to the next one now. So this next one, she is actually going to be joined by her sister. Roxanne is finally awake. So I'm just going to be demonstrating how this electric kettle works. So this is an electric kettle by Somic and Cervinka. So the way it's going to work is kind of how the drink platter works, except it's in the form of a kettle. So if this is something that you are interested in, you just wanted more of a tea effect in terms of the different drinks that you can end up having your sim make, then this is something that you would want. But I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up now and just go over to the next appliances that y'all can end up using. In terms of the buffs that you end up getting, I do believe that it gives you a moodlet depending on what you choose. So you can get energized, you can end up getting confident, and then it depends on the type of tea that you end up getting. But I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next one. So I know it's spring in my Sims world, but I just want to show you this next one. So this is the Eggnog Bowl by Somic and Cervinka. This is how the animation actually looks. You do get a inspired moodlet, I believe, although I don't know why my sim is feeling insecure. I'm gonna have to fix that later. In terms of the buff, you do get a buff, and the buff is enveloping warmth, thick, creamy, and sweet taste. Now I'm gonna let the animation play out right now so that way y'all are able to see how it looks. Just gonna fast forward this. And I'm just going to show y'all how it looks when it is actually poured. So let's go here. I'm going to have her join her sister with this. I'm just going to fix her. I'm just going to go ahead and fix her mood while I'm at it right now since I have the screen paused. Let me go ahead and make her happy, and she is feeling very focused. So now her sister should be joining her soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for her sister to get in here. And then after her sister does get in here and they're both joining, like right now, we'll go ahead and go to the next one. So let me go ahead and go to the next one. So this next one is also by Somic and Cervinka. This is the functional blender and protein shake. So there are several different protein shakes that you can choose from after interacting with it. Got strawberry, vanilla. I'm just going to have to make the strawberry one, and blueberry. You do also get a moodlet for this. I believe it's energized, and the buff is protein powered. So I'm just going to go ahead and have her make the shake, or the protein shake, and then once it's done it will end up in your inventory. So I'm going to have her collect it. Actually no, okay. So it automatically goes into the inventory and you have a message just indicating where it is. So I'm going to have her just go ahead and drink it. And that one's how that one works. Pretty simple. I think we can go ahead and go over to the next one. So the next set of ones I wanted to introduce y'all to is by QMBB. This is the Struggle Pot. There's a total of two other variations. Well, there's two different variations. So there's this variation and then there's another one that I will show you. But if you click on it, then you see you have rice-a-roni, you have cinnamon sugar toast, you have fried bologna sandwiches that you can make, some chili dogs. It ranges from $2 to $6. So if you are doing a challenge, if you're trying to stick to the realm of realism, or if you just don't want your sim to spend that much because of the economy, go ahead and get them one of these. So I'm just going to show y'all how the other variations look. So you got silver and then you got black. So it can come into, it could end up just being in the form of stackable pots and pans if you wanted that in that setup. So that's how that one goes. So since I'm still in the kitchen, let me show you the next one. So the next ones is the cookbook. So this is also by QMBB. This is stirring the pot. So I'm just gonna click on it right now and show y'all how this works. So if we go over to recipes, then we have recipes ranging from baked goods all the way to soul food. So there's red velvet cake, there's pecan pie, there's cheesecake, lots of cheesecake, there's beignets if you wanted your Sims to end up having any of that. And then if we go over to back over to recipes and go to breakfast, then there's an assortment of things that you can end up getting. Chicken and waffles, you can get some banana foster, let's see, some pancakes, some shrimp and grits if you wanted. Going back over to recipes, we go over to gourmet. Then we have prime rib and buttery mash. There's black truffle, angel hair pasta, fettuccine alfredo. There's bacon wrapped tenderloins. There's shrimp scampi, steak and lobster. You guys get the picture. There's a lot that you can get. There is, let's see, some creamy pesto, lobster. Well, I believe that there's steak and lobster. There's herb salmon. There's international dishes. There's one other thing. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. So for international, there's yellow rice, there's chicken chow mein, there's rice and peas. There's some African dishes if you wanted that. So there's some Hispanic dishes, Caribbean dishes. There's salt fish as well. I just saw that. Let's see. Oh, there's jerk salmon. Okay. There's some quick snacks that you can make ranging from hush puppies all the way down to any sort of chicken wings that you wanted your son to make. And then also there is some scalloped potatoes and soul food, some jambalayas, there's some crawfish, just anything that you may want. Some fried chicken, mac and cabbage, just some good southern food. And then if we click on the Instapot, this is also by QMBB, then almost every single dish that I was talking about, you can end up cooking here, either using the air fryer option. There is a one pot meal option. So for the air fryer, you have a lot of the wings that you can end up cooking. And then for one pot meals, you have a lot of some of the soups, the meatballs that you can end up making. So actual solid dishes you can end up making with the one pot meals. And then with the soups, let's go back. With soups, you can end up making lasagna soup if you wanted. You can make some southern style chicken and dumpling soup, chicken pot pie. And then if we go over here, there is the tablets by QMBB. So you can order groceries, look up recipes, Grubhub, there's catering. There's so many different things that you can end up getting. And then underneath it, I do have little Bo-Bubs, Old Granny recipe book. But these are the appetizers you can end up getting. Garlic baguettes. There's biscuits that you can make. I'm just trying to click back. Let me see if I can get back to it. There's barbecue chicken. There's s'mores dip that you can choose from. There's specialty dishes. If I had some baking recipes, then my sim could end up baking. There's snacks. So there's a lot that you can choose from, and all of these different recipe mods or food mods, they work well with each other. So there's pizzas that you can end up choosing from. There's roast beef dinners that you can end up choosing from. But again, well, I don't think I said this, but it depends on what you're trying to go for. Because if you notice, some of the texture is different. And this isn't what is it called? Because everybody's playstyle is different. For me, I like a little realism in my game. Some may want the game to actually look like how the game looks. Me, I like a combination of both. So If we go over to desserts though, these are all the desserts that you can end up making. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go back. And that's about it on the recipe books. That's about it for some of the devices. And then there's breakfast. I believe that there's some other ones that I wanted to go over with y'all. So I can definitely just go ahead and do that. I believe that there's 3 other mods that I wanted to show y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I do want to set up this red velvet cake so I can show y'all how this actually looks. So if you can give me a second, I'm just going to go ahead and get that started. So let me go to Baked Goods, go to Red Velvet, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that started. Now, before I completely get that started, there is one other thing. There is the salad bowl by QMBB that I completely forgot to show y'all. But right now I have Roxanne just whipping up a little bit of something. I believe that it is the Caesar salad. If I'm wrong, I'm going to put it in the title. That she is actually making. So that's how it looks when it is plated. And I'm going to have Savannah just check on the red velvet cake right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see also, if you look at the Instant Pot and you see how it's blue, eventually it's going to end up turning red. You're going to click on the Instant Pot and you are going to go to Release Spent. And that's how you end up getting whatever it is that you cooked out. So right now though, I'm just going to go ahead and have Savannah plate everything so that way y'all can see how everything looks. But so far in terms of the spread, and I did start the party already, we got a lot of things going on. We got the seafood Cajun boil, we got the red velvet cake, pecan pie, collard greens and cornbread, some mac and cheese between both QMBB and SNS. We got a lot of the alcohol, Hennessy, Jack Daniels, I think that's Amaretto in the middle, I'm not really too sure. And then we got the martini as well. We got some watermelon salad. So there's a lot going on at this party, just showing y'all the spread and how everything just looks together. And they're just enjoying their food. And I'm just going to show y'all the rest of the mods now. So just bear with me. There's, like I said, there's 3 more I wanted to go ahead and show y'all. So this next one is actually going to end up being by Somic and Cervanka. Or SNS, I'm just going to say SNS. So this is the fondue pot. So I'm just going to go ahead and have Savannah interact with it. You have a few options you can choose from. You can choose meat and cheese, you can choose bread and cheese, or you can just choose chocolate and strawberries. So I'm just going to go ahead and have Savannah just demonstrate how this works by making the chocolate and strawberries. I don't know who this man is. I know that I remodeled him, so I'm just going to have him join along with all of this and show y'all how this actually works. So whenever they're able to come in here. Oh, she's just going to chomp down on the salad right now. I think this is a different salad. I don't think this is the watermelon salad. I think this one's different. But I'm just waiting for everybody to come. Why? Savannah, can you please come back? Please come back. Just come back. Just stop doing what you're doing and just come back. It's the moping for me, please, Savannah. Please come back. I don't know what I don't know what that was about, but I'm just gonna, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it in order to get everybody to interact with it, you're gonna have to end up choosing for people to join. So it should give you that option when you click on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have the people that I wanted to join. I'm just gonna speed this up though, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, this is taking longer than I thought. Let me see if I can click on it one more time. Okay, so this is how it looks when it's plated. So I'm just gonna trying to see where everybody's going. So it looks like they're just going into the kitchen and just eating. Also there is some agusi soup as well. I'm trying to remember which mod that is because I believe that QMBB's looks a little bit different. But that's how the agusi soup actually looks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have them finish that up. And I'm just, you know what, let me just go to the next one now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have them finish this up. There is a flirty moodlet that you end up getting from this, and you do end up getting a buff. If you end up choosing the one that has cheese in it, then it's gonna say cheese, but it's gonna be like an elongated cheese, and then it's gonna say yum yum. It's the same for the chocolate. So the chocolate is just gonna say chocolate, and then it's just gonna say yum yum. But that's really it for this particular mod and how it actually functions. So I'm just gonna go to the next one. So this next one I'm going to go to build and buy mode for. This is by Somic and Sivrinka. This is the functional stands for food in bottles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can select it right now. So I'm just gonna type in what I'm looking for. So this stand is actually good for if you're, let's say you're hosting any sort of parties, or if you are doing some sort of challenges that involve baking or cooking or setting up a shop or something like that. That's definitely what this can end up being used for. So I just wanted y'all to keep that in mind if that's something that you really wanted to do. But this is the different ones. These are the different variations that you can end up choosing from. You can end up choosing it to where it can end up going into the fridge, or you can end up just choosing it to where it looks like a, let's see, a countertop or a stand, like a regular cake stand or anything like that, or a fridge tray. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose this one. I'm gonna put that over here, and let's see, let's go here. I'm gonna put that right there, and this is how this one looks. So let me put this on top. Whenever I can put this on top. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, there we go. So that's how that looks. And if they wanted to interact with it, then they can. I'm not sure why she's in her winter gear. I may have to change her. Let me go ahead and change her. Okay, that's better. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna just have her put this away. I just wanted y'all to see how it looks. I also wanted y'all to see how the fruits and vegetables look. And then there's, I think it's by Ravasheen. So it is Take a Break, or Cake a Break by Ravasheen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go up here. Who are these people? I don't remember inviting them. Who's this man with the shirt off? I don't think they were invited to the party. But I'm just going to click on it, and you see you can get a piece of cake, or you can actually purchase a wedding cake. So instead of just having your sim create a wedding cake and then just putting it into your inventory, you can just click on one of these. So I'm just going to show you as an example. Let's see. So, and these are how the wedding cakes actually look. And they are very affordable as well. These are how all of them look. They look really nice. And so I'm just going to keep on scrolling. There's a specific cake that I'm looking for the wedding cake, but I'm just going to go over to piece of cake. Let's choose. Let me see. Do I want this one or that one? You know what? Let's go with that one. So as you see, it ends up in your inventory right there. And then all you got to do, or actually it shows up in the cake a break inventory or the pastry box. So then you're going to put it into your inventory. And then after you do that, that's how it completes the transaction and you're completely good. You're all squared away. So that's practically it for all of these mods that I have for y'all. I will have all of these mods linked in the description. I don't think there should be anything that I should have missing. If there is a link that is missing, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. But I'm going to put that the cake into the refrigerator. But as I mentioned, that's about it. That's all I really have for this one. If you guys have any more mods that you wanted me to do reviews on, let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested in different CC that you can end up using, or if there's even any sort of job mods that you wanted me to do a review on, then I will definitely do that. But in the meantime, I will continue searching for some and just kind of be a tester or just let y'all know how some of these mods end up going. In the meantime, though, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.